Hey everyone, my name is James Bowman, and I'll be your instructor for ArtG106 this fall, 2021. And once again, we're online. It'd be fun to be there together, but just not possible right now. So just a few important things, and I'm also going to add a section to this of just a screen video where I will go through our Canvas course as well, so you can get a sense of what's happening there. But before that, I just want to say that, again, our class is fully online, okay? So we don't meet in person, and it's also asynchronous, which means we don't have a set meeting time. So we're actually not meeting on a Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. all together on Zoom, for example. It's really it's you're learning on your, not necessarily on your own because we're following a clear structure, but you aren't required to log on at any specific time. Okay, so that's one thing. So that said, I'm still available and I will hold office hours and I can meet with you as needed. So if you have any questions, you want to meet one-on-one for feedback, you want to meet in small groups for feedback, we can also do that. That's also very useful. So, just because we're online and we're not all together all the time, make sure that you do know that I'm available, okay? So that's important. Also, the announcements I want to say are probably the most important thing for you to read. You'll get 3 of them per week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I send them out. And this is really the way that I'm going to communicate with you for the most part, okay? So please know that when you see those announcements, they'll come into your email. It's important to read them in Canvas, not just in your email, because I will often have links in videos and things that will not or may not show up in your email. Okay, so please make sure that you're viewing all of your class announcements actually in Canvas, and make sure you read all of them thoroughly. I know we get a ton of messages and email and stuff from different classes, but this is going to be, it's like as if we were together. These are the things I would be talking to you about in class. They will be in the announcements, okay? So I've had students say, well, I thought that the video tutorials and the project information was the most important thing. That is also important, but the announcements are super important to read, so I can't underscore that enough, okay? Yeah, so we're basically, working with the intro to typography. This is a hugely important class. It's one of the key foundations of design, and I can't stress the importance of it enough. We will do a good chunk of work, okay? And I'm going to push you as much as I can. I'll help you as much as I can also, okay? So one thing to know about me is that I'm pretty serious about this stuff. But I also, and I care deeply about it, but that isn't, don't take any, I'm going to be really straightforward with feedback. I'm going to be very honest with you. And ultimately, I want to do this for you, for your good, for your own good. And so I want to be able to sleep at night knowing that I've helped you as much as I can. So when you get to the next level, the next classes, or your early, internships or, first work situations, that you feel like you had what you needed in your intro to type class to to have a leg up, okay? And if you're here, logging in all the time and you're consistent with your work, you're going to be in a good place at the end of the semester, okay? With that, please feel free to get a hold of me at any time. I can hold office hours, like I said, and those won't necessarily be on set days. I may do them on like a Monday, Wednesday afternoon. But if sometimes that doesn't work for people. If you need to set a different time with me, let me know and we'll make it happen, okay? All right, please keep a lookout for the next part of this video, which is going to be dealing with some Canvas things. And I look forward to seeing you all online, I guess, virtually. Or hopefully we can meet via Zoom as well, all right? Take care. Just a quick check-in on our Canvas class. Some of you may be familiar with Canvas and have used it before. For some of you, this may be your first time using it. Obviously, if you're seeing this video, you're logged in because you're seeing the first announcement. You'll typically see on your dashboard all of your classes that you're registered for will show up here on your dashboard. You'll see that this class, as I'm doing this video, the class has not been published because I'm doing it before the class start. But typically you'll go in, you'll see ArtG106 typography. This will be a different color. It'll be whatever color you make it. I'm just setting it here to differentiate between my other courses here because I have many. You'll click on that class and it will take you directly to this page, the home page. And please make sure you go and read through the entire home page. And you'll have your syllabus here, which is downloadable or viewable. Okay, so you are going to actually have a syllabus quiz. So make sure you please go through and read all the parts of the syllabus. Seems tedious, but it's essential because there's important information in there. Okay, and then some general overview of the class, some basic typographic principles. One important thing, the textbook here, you know, this is a really incredible textbook. It's also stupidly, annoyingly expensive if you buy it brand new. I suspect you can still find used copies very easily. There may be a PDF of it living in the world somewhere. I'm not sure. You know, do whatever works for you. The best thing to do is to have this book in print, because a lot of the examples you'll be able to see, it's very different if you look at it in print versus in a PDF, okay? So if you can get it and you find an inexpensive used copy, I would highly recommend it. It's an awesome addition to your design library, which I think is a good thing to build, to start you know, creating your own design book library. Very important down here at the bottom is the Open Lab information, okay? I won't go through this in depth now, but they're going to have remote Open Lab hours where you can talk to our 2 lab techs and answer, you know, ask questions, any kind of software things you may need help with. And then even though the campus is officially closed, there will be some on-campus lab hours. Please make sure you read through this for all the policy information and navigate that yourself, okay? So typically, your view might look a little bit different because, again, the class is not published yet, and the student view might be slightly different. But the main thing you're going to have access to, it's going to be home and instrument syllabus announcements, syllabus modules, and discussions, okay? Maybe grades as well. And then these student services and the library, those are in most classes. You can have access to those as well. I try to keep the navigation really streamlined and very straightforward. So the main thing you're going to be aware of is your announcements, okay? And I have these all preloaded. And I edit them as I need to, but you'll see that you know, I'll do basically a welcome announcement, a check-in announcement, and a sign-off announcement each week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And these announcements are going to be crucial. The funny thing is that you're going to be looking at this announcement here, and this is slightly different than you may see, but don't worry about it. This video will be right here, and it's going to be kind of an overview of everything. I'll have links. You can see these links are all here. Your lists that you have to do, any kind of tasks for the week are all listed here. So that's where it's crucial to read every announcement. Some announcements might be, you know, there might be similar information if, you know, within a week, but you still want to make sure you read them because I do add things and edit them. So announcements are crucial, okay? Syllabus page is essentially, you know, if you looked at the syllabus on the home page, it's the same thing. And then you will also have a course summary that will list all of the assets of the class here. And then modules is going to be kind of a key way in which the class is organized. So you'll have a quiz module, introductions, which is a discussion you'll do the first week, research exercises. These are our type exercises that we start out with. And then project 1, project 2, and project 3, okay? So we'll get into those specifics later, but make sure the main things, okay? Announcements, crucial. Make sure you read through your syllabus. All of your class process work, when we're working on a project, we'll often submit the work in discussion formats. So you see we have a lot of discussions throughout the semester. And essentially, what's happening here is when you submit your work, you're going to be commenting on 2 to 3, typically 3 you know, peers submissions as well. And I'm going to talk about feedback to your peers in another video later on. So discussions are also a really big part of how we move through the class, okay? Because even though we're online, we want to try to create as collaborative of an environment as possible, okay? That's essentially it. Make sure you please get in touch with me with any questions at all. Canvas inbox is the best way to get a hold of me, okay? For sure. And so I'll check Canvas more regularly than I'll check my regular email, my district email. So Canvas inbox right here is the best way to get a hold of me. Pronto is a way to message, more. So like if someone's in here, you can actually reach out, and if I'm online, for example, I'll see that note right away. But the same thing is true for the inbox. If you just send me a message, I'll typically see it. Okay. If you want to, go back and forth with your peers in more real time, you can do that in Pronto. Okay, which is essentially like a messaging app. All right. Any questions, let me know, and I look forward to working with you all this semester. Thanks.